I'm making a video in my kitchen. It's early morning, and I'm dealing with the fact that I'm leaving my beloved country. Okay, so I'm also making hot chocolate. I'm in my emotions. It's a full moon in Aries. Chiron is retrograde in Aries. It's all about self-worth and self-acceptance and having big dreams and letting those big dreams die and letting the old self die, ending this 9-year with humility and gratitude, but also like understanding that life force energy, God, the universe, however you call it, I call it God, is here for this whole thing. So let me make my hot chocolate. Let me get into this conversation with you, okay? First of all, today is, I don't know what today is. Today is Wednesday. And I am moving back to California. And I thought that I was going to go and spend a little time in the south of France to, just to transition. But it seems like I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go directly to California. And here's the thing that I want to say, and this is not really just about me. This is really about all of you who are feeling a sense of change and understanding that it's not even a sense of change. It might feel as if your entire world is like exploding or imploding, however it shows up for you. For me, it's been a complete upheaval of everything that I had hoped for. But it's not. But see, I'm saying that, and every time I go to say that, I realize that that's not actually how it even feels, and that's not actually how it's even happening. I'm in a very blessed place. I have a beautiful home. And that's the thing. This is where the rubber meets the road, because I am very spiritual, but I'm also very attached to home. I don't have a car here, and I don't care about having a car. Home is really important for me. And there's a lot of ego tied up in my home. I'm just telling you all my raw truth right now. And I've always had a beautiful place to live. And right now I'm being called to go back to California, where I don't have a home established. I've been living here, and it only just hit me within the last 2 weeks that I'm leaving my home here. This is where I've considered home. All the stuff you see here, all those spices, all the stuff on that refrigerator, that's all my stuff that I created here, And so the thought of leaving that and getting rid of it and passing on those things to strangers or giving it away as gifts or just throwing it in the trash, all of it seems unappealing. I'm very much in my ego right now. I'm very much in my old hopes and dreams. I'm very much in my fear of letting go. And I have to allow myself to be in this situation. And that's partially why I'm sharing this here with you, because, I work with midlife women and I help them go through their midlife crisis. And this is a part of the process. Learning how to give up the old self, learning how to deal with the attachments to the old self, the old ways, the old dreams, the old habits, the old mindsets. That's how I help people. And I was talking with one of my students the other day, and she's trying to get me to say that at a certain age, this thing happens, and at a certain age, this thing ends. Like it begins at one age and it ends at another age. And I'm sorry, but it's not actually like that. I understand. I want answers too. I want to know what this all means. I want to know what the future holds. I want to know how to plan. I want to know what to tell people. I want to know how to prepare people. But it's not always like that. There are times of stability when you have all the answers. But there are also times like these when it's times of transition and times of being in the, some people call it purgatory. Some people call it transitional, all right? But you don't have all the answers. And everybody around you that's demanding answers, they have to go fuck themselves because you cannot give them exact answers. And that's not your fault and it's not your responsibility. And it's their fucking learning process as well. They have to learn how to not have answers from you. Just like I have to learn how to not have answers from the universe. Okay? This is a process, and the joy is being in the process. And right now, part of the process for me is being irritated with the process. I'm irritated. And the irritation only just started yesterday with the full moon in Aries. Technically, I think that the full moon is the opportunity to be in upset. This is my time to be upset. I was very peaceful up until yesterday. And I'll tell you, I like to take this opportunity when things are upset, to be upset. Like I'm taking this opportunity to be exactly where I am. And I'm good with being with my dark, negative, and heavy emotions, which is why I'm making this video here with no makeup, right? No makeup, in my kitchen, no bra, no bra, in my pajamas, full blown in my pajamas. Manicure is looking really shabby because I've been packing boxes and preparing for my move. And yeah. So I guess the point of making this video is to let whoever knows, because it is a full moon and I am sensitive, but I also am aware of the energies that are going on. So it gives me a lot of grounding. And some of you may not be aware of the energies that are going on. You may not be aware that this is a 9-year and that 9 years are times of upheaval so that you can be reborn into the higher version of yourself. That's what's happening. Right now, I am dying. And I know somebody's going to be like, Crystalline, you're dying? No, not like that. I'm dying to my old self, and dying to one's old self in this particular life can be very difficult. When a baby is born, they are being born into life, but they're also dying to the comfort of the womb. Being born is a beautiful experience, but it's going from one phase into another. And the way I see myself, honestly, is that I've been in this womb for the last 9 years. And now there are some big things that have changed inside me on a level that I can't even describe, that I'm still discovering. And I'm being born into a new way of being, a new way of living with new hopes and dreams. And so God is calling me back to California. And I'm going back with, right now, I'm telling you, I was fine up until yesterday. I was fine. And that full moon really hit. And so I'm dealing with the emotions. I'm dealing with the sense of loss. But honestly, in another day, I'm going to be really excited to be packing up my stuff. I'm going to go see my grandmother. I'm going to see my aunt. I'm going to see my cousins. It's 80 degrees in California this week. I'm going to have some sun. I'm going to have, blue skies, the ocean, and a bunch of friends that I love. And also, more than anything, I know that I'm doing what God is calling me to do. And that's what I care about, above all. I'm doing what I'm told. I'm not doing it my way. I'm following the guidance of my soul. Okay, my soul doesn't want to be here right now. My soul is like, girl, we got to go back to California. We got to be with our grandmother. We got to be with our family. We need to be in California right now. My soul is wise. My ego is like, but Paris, Neuilly, the Bois, your friends, champagne, great food, ego, okay? Ego is super tied up in Paris. And I love Paris. I cried over Paris so hard last night. And Paris and I had a very serious conversation. And Paris told me how much Paris loves me. Like, literally, Paris was like, girl, I love you. And I'm like, I know I love you too. It was a very deep conversation and deep emotional connection. You know it's deep when on a full moon, you sleep solid like a rock throughout the whole night, just knocked out. You know that was a deep conversation. I never sleep on the full moon. Always wide awake and just processing. Anyway, my ego wants to be here. Paris has already released me. Paris has already given me her blessings to move on for right now. She knows that I will be back in due time, whenever that time is. Whenever God says that I get to come back to Paris, then I will come back. But it's not going to be under the same circumstances. It's not going to be the same home. It's going to be a different home, different friends. I don't know, maybe the same friends. I don't know what they're doing. They've got a journey as well, One of my friends is like, I'm coming to California with you. And I'm like, really? All right. Okay, my hot chocolate is done. It looks good. I got all the chocolate melted. I have this incredible cacao. I put it in a jar, but this cacao has a lot of fat in it. It's really, really dark. It's really, really rich and delicious. And my recipe for cacao, for my hot chocolate, is hazelnut milk, okay? Hazelnut milk with hazelnut oil, coconut oil, a little bit of salt, this incredible dark chocolate. I wish I had the container to show you, but it's berry. Berry cacao is the most incredible cacao. And then I put it with a little bit of stevia. So there, it's sugar-free, it's ketogenic, and absolutely delicious. There's another version I do of it, and I use tahini, but this one does not have tahini. Oh, and I do put a little bit of vanilla flavoring in there. Good old American style vanilla flavoring, where it's like an alcohol, I think. And vanilla bean extract, extractives in alcohol. Yup. Delicious. Smells so good and adds just enough love to my chocolate to make it so round and good. All right, I think that's all I have to say. By the way, wait, that's not all I have to say. By the way, I have this 42-day challenge, and I want you to join me. It begins November 2nd. It goes until December 13th. So from November 2nd to December 13th, we are going to get stuff done. But we're going to get stuff done in this way that I'm talking about, where we're connecting with source energy and we're doing what is being called from a higher level. Not just, look, we're going to get stuff done in the 3D world. I get a lot of shit done in the 3D world, y'all. Even though I'm living by my heart, I'm living sensually, I'm using my soul to guide me, I'm still getting a lot of stuff done. I'm a high achiever. I'm a high performing woman. Okay, let's face it. All right. But at the same time, we're all being called to let more of the feminine in. And that's what I want to do with you for the next 42 days. So it goes from November 2nd to December 13th. And it's about getting things done, but learning how to use this inner wisdom, to use this inner guidance, to use the feminine, to use your senses, and to let things work through you so that you're not burned out and you're not tired, and you can sleep well at night and stuff is still getting done, and you can learn how to surrender. That's what this is really all about. This challenge is about learning how to surrender to your higher self, to let the feminine come in so that you have more creativity, more sensuality, more sexuality. Yes, there's even some sex involved here. Not going to be going into detail in this video about that, but there is some of that going on as well. All right. So join the challenge. It's called the 2025 Year-End Blitz. It is a paid challenge. So if you sign up now, it's $27. If you sign up after October 16th, it's $47. So I suggest you sign up now while it's $27 and you get in on the stuff because, and by the way, if you sign up now, you're going to get early access to these meditations that I have created for midlife women who are also overachievers like me. High performing midlife women who are used to making stuff happen, but we are getting into a new phase where we gotta let source do more heavy lifting for us so that we can be born into this new phase. This is important stuff, and I want you to have access to it now. So go ahead and sign up, and I look forward to seeing you in the challenge, but in also my next video. All right, bye for now, y'all. Chocolate's looking really good. Let me see if I can show you my chocolate without turn off the thing. There you go. Looks good. I'm gonna pour it in my favorite mug, by the way. My favorite mug. Can you believe how adorable this mug is? Cute, right? With a whale's tail and the perfect shade of pink. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to fill this up with some hot chocolate and then go sit at my desk and do my work. And by the way, I was up at 4 doing my meditation, doing my journaling. Now I'm having my hot chocolate, talking to my friends. All right, bye for now.